This is in continuation with the earlier tutorial where I have shown you how to create an application which sends emails. And now a quick recap on what we have done so far. We have a, a basic task flow which consists of an emp list page, and that page consists of the list of all the employees and here we have created two buttons: send email using data controls and send email using Java. Send emails data control is a pretty straightforward task. You just go to data controls, device features, send email, and drag and drop it onto the panel item to create the send item, send email. And here if you look at the code, you see I mean uh, the parameters for this send email button would be the to email ID would be the binding of this particular employee ID. And now the other part of creating the send email would be through Java code. For that I have created another button, and I have also created a set property listener for this command button, and the from value would be the bindings email.input value, and I have stored that input value of the email field into a global variable email param, and I have used that parameter in the code in the underlying send email.java. Here is my send email method, and here I'm trying to initialize device manager features. So this device manager has a send email method that I can use, and in the to email variable I have got the value from the ADF EL context, and I have also deployed this to my Android device, and here it goes. This is my Android device, and if I click on the send email DC, that would be the command button that got created using the data controls. It would invoke the email application, and this particular feature cannot be tested using the Android emulator, because the Android emulator is not capable of invoking email application. So if you are trying to do any sort of email application stuff, then you have to deploy this application to a native Android or the iOS application. iOS simulator can have the email functionality enabled, so if you can test it in the iOS simulator as well, but not on Android emulator. So I just use my native email client, and here it goes. The email that I selected is satya@oraclefusionhub.com, so that was already pre-populated here, and I haven't given anything in the subject in the CC, so nothing got populated here. So I just click back button. No. Now I will test send email using the Java button. I just click on that send email to Java and the send email application opens up, and I select my default email client. And I see here the two email IDs pre-populated with the information that I have stored in the global variable, and the subject is here is the picture, and here if you see I have hard-coded this as here is the picture, so that got populated and the rest of the details uh, this works pretty straightforward. And in the next tutorial, what I would do is I would also incorporate other device manager features, such as I would use the image feature, which is like get picture, and you can use this particular thing to invoke your camera application, and you can take pictures, and you can also send the pictures that you have taken using our Oracle ADF mobile app, and send it to a particular email. So this particular app or this feature would be discussed in the next tutorial. Thank you.